That comes up to 195, about 196 pounds. That's great for, in a sense, for a person who's 5'11", that's less than 30 years old. um, and plus, doesn't have a fairly active lifestyle. My lifestyle is very active here to the point where I can't even show you everything that we're doing because I need both hands. And right now, there ain't no cameraman or tripod or dribble, whatever that thing's called. So it's just me holding the camera, and that's why you see me looking at the water bottles right now. So I use, I do a lot of different things, and from an exercise standpoint, like this book here has been really wonderful with helping me get my yoga down. The Science of Yoga, as you can say, see, it's a DK book, definitely. Dan Swanson, let's find you the ISBN in this thing. It's very helpful. Oh, where is it? Where is it at? Is that it there? I'm having a hard time seeing this thing. Oh, there it is, down there. Yeah. And excuse me, my hands do shake. Change this. There we go. ISBN right there. Y'all see it, right? I'm gonna try my best today to do something new. I'm going to work on maybe putting this kind of information in the what's the thing called? In the that section down below. You hit the arrow and it tells you. You can tell I'm still doing this here. Description. I don't think it's called description anymore though. I think it just did an update. And it's just like a little arrow that you press and stuff comes down. But anyway, I'm gonna try my best to show you this. Excuse my little dirty looking feet. I broke that shoe on the outside there, got all that dirt on my feet. Um, Back to it, guys. Protein, 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 which is one of the things they hype us up on. To be honest with you, what my fitness goals are, I want to be the weight I am now, but I want to be on the weight I am all cut and ripped up. And to give you an example, Carl Weathers is like what I would like to look like from Rocky. I would like to look like that. That may not be realistic, but to be honest with you, I looked at what his diet was for that movie, and it don't look bad. It don't really look bad. It don't look too far from what I do anyway. So, and his workout routine is something that I do. Some people call it overtraining. I've been trying to slow down the training process for a couple years now, and all I do is go out and tear some things up again. Basically, like in between doing bench press, and yes, there are gyms here. There are actually a lot of gyms here. I mean, they're not, they're gyms. Don't think like you finna walk into 24-hour fitness or LA or Crunch or Goals. It ain't like that now. At least I hadn't found the ones like I've seen one that was looked pretty close though. And I haven't seen all the gyms, but I do know there's a lot. We pass them all the time. I've been to two. Um, as of right now, I'm trying to figure out is the gym worth it in my budget, or should I just simply buy weights and do the weight, especially dumbbells and stuff. They sell those on the side of the road all the time. So I'm thinking about which is more bang for the buck. Uh, and there's a reality to it, guys. I do have another room here. I guess I can show you all that. Hopefully, I don't expose anyone because we still have visitors. The little baby, she don't care about being exposed. All right, I have four in this sitting room in the bedroom here. So, like this whole little section here, that could be used. You're thinking like, well, how do you use that little section? Because there's a reality to working out. You got to get it done where you can get it in at. Sometimes you wait too long to get to the gym, whatever. You don't do no kind of workout. You just said you went. Then you got this little dining area here that we don't really use. So that's one area. But the main place I'm thinking is right back here. So cleaning up. We normally keep dried stuff in here. Like we go buy rice, stuff like that. Soap, uh, oil. Yeah, oil's over there. So I got plenty of space in here. This is one of the things they use to cook charcoal and stuff on and cook on. That mattress look like it's seen better days, doesn't it? Clean that up better. Yeah. Anyhow, and I need to replace that sorry ladder there. Neil failed the other day changing out the lights. But yeah, I'm thinking like this place here, it's very quiet. I even enjoy praying in here sometimes because it's just so isolated from the rest of the house. So this tile though, I'm gonna have to cover this floor. If I put weights in here, I gotta cover this floor. So I do different little things to try to keep up because they're like once again here, you know, they eat a lot of pasta. If these are spaghetti, they're spaghetti. Is it? You can't say I don't know what to tell you. They call them all spaghetti. But I do try to get this one. This is a you see what it is? Semolina wheat, high in protein, wheat. So if I'm gonna eat something like this, I do still try to make it fit, as they say, within the macros. But to be honest with you, today's standards on macros are strange. If you look on there, you see this whole pack comes up to about, what's that say? 359 calories. So you see what's in there. The good thing is like the iron count, because we have people in the house who have low iron issues. That is very helpful. So I have kind of imposed on the fact that we just don't buy any noodles. Like when she goes out, she'll get just any spaghetti. I'm like, no, get this. And I'll show her that. And she don't even realize the price difference is even better. Buying these things in bulk gives us a little bit more bargaining power and time with bargaining. For example, when we bought that, I think it was like $400. I think they just raised the price up, but now we have enough here we can wait till they drop the price down a little bit lower. Because we're looking at the entering of tourist season. So with the entering of tourist season, everybody know they got people here coming from other places. They raise their prices up. And the tourists don't care because what they raise their price up to is something way more affordable than where they come from. However, you need to kind of still keep control over yourself. Keep yourself within a steady budget. For rice, for example, they raised their rice up by like $200. I was not happy. And what we got here? Oh, we got a half bag of onions this time, not a full 20 kilos of onions. Got some taters here. That apparently I'm going through a little too fast because that bag's starting to feel a little bit light. And here's that millet I was talking about earlier. Those are beans inside here too. I showed y'all the beans. Here's the millet. So this is like our dry storage area. So I think I could actually get away with easily putting some weights right here and work it out in here. You tell me what y'all think. This towel is pretty though, and I don't want to damage it, so I'm probably not. I don't know. So we also got plenty of that's another room over there, but like I said, we got a guest here right now. We use that room because the ceiling fan's working in that one just fine. There is no ceiling fan in this one. That's why we don't really use this room for guests. So, and then like I said, there's plenty of outside area to use. Even some people, Omar, I'm throwing you under the bus again, bro, has even considered doing something inside the banana trees because he just likes the idea of laying out there inside the bananas. I just don't know. Working out inside the bananas, nah, I ain't feeling it. I mean, that's room, but I don't think I'm feeling that. Like right there, that whole area right there, you get some good shade cover and all that. I ain't feeling it though. I don't know if this room's clean, guys. I hope it is. If it isn't, it's my fault. I should have cleaned it by now. One time we was keeping the goats back here. This was also another food storage area. We gotta clean it up, I think, again, because we used to have animals in here when they first got in. Yeah, it ain't that bad though. I'll show it to you. This is another little small room that can be used. So, honestly, the best place I would like would be back here, but there's one big problem. I think this mango has been sick. They tried cutting the leaves back. They treat it, but you know what? I don't hear the flies anymore. At one time I was hearing flies, lots of them. It's just kind of been like somewhat of a part storage area for different broke parts, things I get back to, rebuild and all that. This could be a good selected area here for that. So, and like I said, we got room. I mean, right now we're washing clothes, so I'm gonna show you all the people's underwear and everything. That's a joke. It's cover-ups, guys. Anyway, this whole area here. Let's go back out here on this backside. Like I said, we need to kind of, as you can remember, I was wearing that shirt yesterday, right? Woman loves to clean. I mean, I can't complain, but still. So, this is another bathroom. Now, we could go here. And honestly, this is away from everybody. Let's see what it looks like on camera. Because this might be it. Let me see. I'm going to put you down. We're going to see what we can see. What's a good place to put you? Let's see if we can get good camera angles without any resistance. So, okay. So, what y'all think? How we looking? We looking good? So if I drop down again and get a push up in, right? Can you see me? Very good. All right, we can do that. All right, I think we can do that. So I'm gonna take a look at this video afterwards. So we got. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. That would mean that we could probably get all that stuff. I could probably tilt the camera a little bit better angle here so we can get some of the yoga in. This might work. We got good cover from, I don't know if y'all saw what we're getting covered by, but we're covered by the, they're not bananas. There are plantains. The next door neighbors grow plantains. So this might be the place. It's not hard concrete, but it is hard concrete. I'm sorry, I said that all silly. It's concrete, broken tiles a little bit. It's got to be gentle with the weight. This might be the place. That was what we're getting some good cover by. So I'm gonna take a look in that video and see how it looked. Then you got this area that's just bigger. It's closer to the front. We might be able to clean this up and do them here too. That way, when I'm working out, I pull everything out to here, then slide everything over to there. What y'all think? Let me know. Let's call this area 1. Everybody thinks it's a good area. Put a comment in. This might be a good area. Area 1. Area 2. Area 3. Let's cover though. Sheesh. Oh, right out here in the sun. Bigger area though. I'm not going to interfere with this area because this is where she definitely considers her domain. So we're not going to do that. However, and I also kind of keep in mind, like, her and the ladies, when they do come over, they like to come and sit on this step. They say the side of the house is cooler, which I can see it is. Uh, so we're gonna still call this Area 4. It's a possibility. By the mango tree, guys, Area 4. But I'm not gonna mess with none of this because the ladies come over here, sit down, they talk, drink, make tea for us. Actually, I take a good pleasure in it. We'll call this Area 5, even though this is actually where I work on vehicles at. But once this vehicle's gone and that vehicle's gone, there'll be a little slot right there. So shouldn't be too big of an issue. So 5 areas, and then we got the room and house. They're gonna call that Area 6. Um, and Area 7 would be part of the bedroom. So we have plenty of areas to put this stuff in. Turn my back to this person who doesn't want to be on camera right now. So, and I'm not even including the banana trees. That's Omar's thing. He wants to go out there and sleep amongst the bananas. I think it might be a good place to meditate in, but I'm not going in there to work out. So, all right, guys, you got 7 areas to choose from. Put your numbers in. I'll count up the poll and we'll see what number comes up the most. Sorry, I still got it in the camera, I think. Cause I thought she was gonna keep going. I didn't know she was gonna stop. All right, now. Let's see what else we got, guys. What do you think? I mean, don't get me wrong. I have not been fully hitting it like I used to. Even that one push-up was a strain a little bit there. And I mean, of course, I was out here pushing a wheelbarrow and sand the other day, so shoulders and all that stuff still have not recovered fully. I'm gonna, of course, start off slow, so I'm gonna be doing a lot more stuff pushing at angles off the walls as opposed to being directly on the ground like that. Abs wise, I've always had some weird thing going on where I had some pretty decent abs. Even when I couldn't do a sit up, I could always get abs really fast, and in 2 weeks, knocking out 50 or 60 sit ups. Assisted. Now, unassisted, I've always used unassisted to whatever number I get, and it's kind of like, I don't even count my unassisted push ups. Sit ups. I just kind of, sorry, I almost dropped the phone. I just kind of keep pushing and getting the job done until I get to where I don't know. I just kind of keep doing it. It's like crunches. I never count crunches. I just keep doing it. I don't know why. Just weird that way. Now, when it comes down to actual sit-ups, I count those. But I know what's the problem there. That's the mentality of the fact, especially being from the military. You want to see that you can still do a certain number. I think it was 88 for my age group at that time. It's not that now. That numbers went down. But I'm still working like I'm at that age group. Between that, try to put a 5K in a day, maybe possibly 10, and then have the opposite, like alternating days. One day is calisthenic weights, and then the other day would be with a hint of cardio. My hint would be 5 kilometers, by the way. And then the next day would be a hardcore day to push cardio, where I would do at least 10 kilometers, probably more, either in a walk and all that, until I get everything's working good and flowing right, to where I start going into like maybe an airborne shuffle, light jog, or whatever. I do have a stupid goal. Y'all can go ahead and tell me if it's stupid or not. That's one of the reasons why we're putting this one on today. There's a lot of questions about health and fitness, and if anybody out there are experts, I want to hear it in the comments. I got a little stupid concept, right? I want to tell you this little crazy story. I may have told this story once before, or maybe I hadn't showed it yet, but I probably haven't talked about it. I had a drill sergeant, kind of a skinny guy, Drill Sergeant Franks at Fort Jackson. If you're watching, Franks, You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. We'll keep it clean. Anyway, so, um, Frank's was a thinner man. Don't get me wrong. I don't know what it is about uh, drill sergeant, but when they put that hat on, they look bigger. You know, he ain't scared me. And I'll be real about you. You know, matter of fact, we even had talks about that. He's like, "Look, man, you messing up my flow. You gotta show yourself scared." I'm like, I mean, I was an adult when I joined the military. I was 30 years old. I'd already been through some of the worst things life had to offer. What the world you got for me? Anyhow, some of the things I didn't realize how trippy combat would be, especially coming back to a nightmare like I did at home. It completely unraveled my resolve about dealing with combat when I came home and my family was completely destroyed like that. It was just kind of it took on a different because you know you're doing all this stuff for your family. But we're not talking about that today. Back to it. All right. Franks could run 2 miles, smoking a cigarette sometimes, or right before or after, or even during, I think, smoking a cigarette, he could run 2 miles, 10 minutes. I wanted that. Never been a runner. There's runners in the family. My little brothers, they can run. Guys, I'm gonna try my best to get rid of that nasal thing I do. I hear it on the camera too. It's irritating as crap. It's either that or I'm gonna learn to use it. It's like one of these guys does these eating videos. I can't think of his name. He goes around eating all over in different places of the world, and he always got this head bobbing action. He used to get on my nerves. Me and the kids should talk about it all the time. Now here I got a issue that I need to either fix or use, because now we kind of used to him bobbing his head towards the camera, and I think it's his thing now. Walaikum salam. Hey. Now, we so I wanted that 10-minute 2 mile. I wanted it. But then I started to accept that maybe I'm just not built for running like that. You know, he winds up one day because he ran like that one time in his uniform. So I didn't know how big Frank's was. Till one time, we ain't even gonna talk about the fire incident. We're gonna keep that on the low. Frank's, that's between me and you still. All right, but one time he did the same run, and this time he dressed out in PTs, so the gray shirt, the black jeans, the black shorts, And then he realized he's a thin guy. I don't know what that uniform and that hat does, but he's a thin guy. I was like, oh, okay, well, all right. Of course, now I'm making excuses. Well, maybe the reason why I can't run that because I'm not that thin of a guy. That might be an excuse, guys. I don't know. I used to be thin. My son, Matthew, he runs like that. Oh, he can run. And he plays football, soccer guys, and Americans soccer, but here it's football. And he runs pretty good. My brothers, they all ran at one time, and my father was pretty much athletic all the way around, and my mother ran track and field. However, why do I don't run track? It's weird, but um, but I don't consider myself much of a runner, even though it seems to be there. But anyhow, we keep going, and I get to AIT. That's our A school or what we get trained on our jobs at. And you know why I said she, y'all? Look behind me. Savage, clean your nose, girl. She's so silly. She actually cleaned her nose. Anyway, I said she for that reason. Anyway, we went on to AIT, where you get your your MOS, your job, where you get trained to do your job. So I ran up in there, and we wind up. The mechanics were training, and they I think they still do this. They still kind of stay around and with the translators. So there was a Kenyan guy, one of the translators there, and he could run his 2 miles, 9 minutes 30 seconds, not tired. Go back out, start helping other people run their 2 miles, trying to get them to run and boost them up and hype them up and all that. And I'm sitting there like, what in the world? So I wanted that now. I had to get that 10. I never got that 10. So that's kind of like this leftover goal inside me to get to a point where I can run 2 miles in 10 minutes. Now, people are all around me saying, you got a little too old for that. Body's too damaged. I mean, we talking about there's damage in my heels, my ankles, my knees. Um, right now, we're talking, and my feet are starting to kill me. So I was gonna sit down, but I don't want to sit down. I'm always sitting down. I want to walk around, do something. My feet are killing me right now. That left one right now is like the arch is just like throbbing crazy. Like, okay. And supposedly VA say all thing they can do is do some surgery, both of my heels and my knees and then my back. And guess what? That's too much surgery. I ain't doing it. I'm definitely not letting you close to my back. It's still functional. I just have to get down low. Um, got some chicken action, yeah. Let's see what's going on here. Still ain't got a good number yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wait, am I counting the same chickens? 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's 5 sitting there. 7, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, that's about 10. That's about 10 of them over there. Oh, if that's all girls, it's on. That's eggs for galore. I can't eat them, but other people can, okay? And then if she gives birth to a similar number, because she's sitting on a lot of eggs too. If the other one gives birth like that to you, it is on. All right. We'll go over Army. Hey, Army. Hey, we lift up because Army, I know she's probably about as shy as her auntie. So, along with that, I want that brand and all that. And some of y'all hearing this stuff, and if you think it's too much, talk to me. I would tell you a lie. I want to tell you a lie and say I'm going to do a slow build up to those numbers. That's not true. I mean, I will try to be slow, but it's not going to happen. I'm going to jump ahead, hurt myself, and can't train again. That's what I do every time. I need to break that habit, but it's a bad habit. It's like smoking or doing crack or something. I don't know. So the other thing is, Army, can I show you real quick? Huh? No, I can't show Army. All right, look. All right, one of the things that I found out from the ladies here is after they have babies, one of the things that they do is they wrap the baby up and the weight is pulling against the stomach and, of course, the shoulder areas. And then I was also told that they actually do separate times wraps or they do a separate wrap. And some of them, when they do their cover up, they wrap it even tighter. Now, I wanted to show Army because Army's baby is barely 2 years old. That's who you hear in the background, Fab and John. Fab and John, stop kissing the. Okay. Show him kissing the door. Fabio kissing the door. Anyway, all right. So I wanted to show you that, and now as long as I've met Army, she's never been like a big girl. So I take it that she got this done faster than I met her. So it's at least about a year. The wrap apparently works. Waist training. I didn't think waist training did anything but make an appearance in your clothes and make it like you got a flatter stomach. No, apparently waist training is something they've been doing here for a long time. Whereas when they have the babies, they do the wraps of the baby and hold the baby in the back, and it's like it pulls everything back into place by giving it opposite force. Now later on, I find out they wrap again, or like their wrap up, they wrap them a little tighter, a little higher, and that helps keep everything pulled in, and then eventually you pull in. So I'm starting to look this information up that she's giving me. Wow, wow, she's so silly. You're so good. Don't you fall off that step. Anyway. Curry. Look, anyway, I can't keep showing you. I gotta pay you, girl. Hey, it's they rules, man. Hey, I know. I can't get that look. I'm just saying. That's what it is. Whoa! Don't be crying. So, there's something to this whole waist trainer wrapping the stomach and everything. I would show Army to show you the results of such training. I don't think she does actually work out anything, but instantly the body was able to pull everything back in. Not instantly, but I mean, I guess it had to be about a year because, like I said, I didn't meet Army until I got here. I mean, so it's all good, man. I want to show you the results of that. However, the people are, some of the people are very shy, especially the ladies. She don't want to be on the YouTube video. So if y'all seen her, overlook her, it was an accident. All right, guys. So, I have the workout program wrote down. So let's just go over it real quick. I mean, how long is this video? I think that thing, look, it says way too long for all the rambling I've been doing. All right, so we're gonna come down to it real quick, and I'm gonna post this later. All right, but we're definitely gonna be looking at rep counts of 10 or 15. When I do the weights, it'll be probably 15. The calisthenics will be 10. We're definitely gonna be doing some yoga. We're gonna be doing a lot of good calisthenic stuff. You're gonna see that. Squats. Hey guys, I don't know what my issue is with squats. When you see me do them, you'll probably notice it. For some reason, it's hard for me to keep flat-footed. I will raise up to my toes. I do actually walk on my toes. It's crazy. I don't know why that is, but whenever I'm trying to do a squat, I will get on the balls of my feet. And if you got any ideas on what to do to help that, let me know. Right now, I'm just kind of mentally trying to remind myself, hey, stay flat-footed. So we're gonna definitely be doing a lot of squat work. Usman is supposed to help me with this. Hell, he's supposed to be doing this. Now, Usman used to play football when he was younger. As he messes with me a lot, the fact that it's supposed to, as you get to a certain age, you're supposed to stop doing certain things. I think that's the way he feels about it, but he also wants to, stay on top of his game physically. So he's going to indulge me a little in this. But as you can tell, he doesn't come over here all the time or early in the mornings. So, which is where I'll be doing my first recorded workout, and I guess we'll do a second recorded workout with me and him together, which, hey, I can't take it as nothing but a benefit, I would think. So we'll see. Also, we're going to try to take a look around at some of the gyms in a few videos, but the reality of it is I probably will be buying dumbbell weights. So, all right, guys. Assalamu alaikum to everybody. We finally finna get some breakfast in us, and it's pretty late in the day. I'm still getting used to the fact that we do things at different times. Breakfast to me is not 10 o'clock, it's 4 a.m. And, but then again, you see the damage I got, right? So let's just try to see, maybe something in between, smaller meals throughout the day. I'm going to get some peanut butter, guys, because we're back to that problem with the supplementation of protein. The only issue with peanuts and peanut butter, even when you do it natural, man, you get so many more calories than you would get from an egg. I just can't eat eggs. I guess I just got to get over it. I can't eat eggs. Unless I run this experiment here. Y'all let me know if you heard anything about stuff like that or anything else that I could supply in. But once again, I should put this in the description bar or either try to put it into a format in the video itself so you can see it. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Y'all have a good day. I know y'all didn't see no workout today. You're helping me get ready to do the workout plan. It's going to happen.